easy with what is your favorite venue and also what is your least favorite venue to play.
I used to really like a venue that doesn't exist anymore called Death by Audio in Brooklyn. But it's gone now. That was a fun place that I liked going to shows in and playing in.
Yeah, it was a DIY venue that was started as an art space and ended up doing shows every night for almost 7 years. It got closed because Vice bought their building to put their new headquarters in.
I liked Asbury Lanes and Maxwell's in New Jersey, which also aren't there anymore.
Those
I
are
love
both
Asbury Lanes. They
Yeah.
just are under renovation right now, right? And it's
Yeah,
like
I
reopened
love it there.
nowadays. I
least
love
favorite
those.
venue.
I don't like playing outside because there are no walls and the sound travels forever and everything sounds crazy.
But one
So the
time-
world at large, like the outside world, might be my least favorite.
I feel like we really excel though in those situations. I feel like we usually do a really good job.
The outdoor venue.
Yeah.
It sounds so. It's not the people, or it's just the sound travels infinitely.
Playing
Total.
outside is hard because sometimes you'll be playing and then like maybe there'll be like a small gust of wind or something and then it'll blow your hair a little bit like across your nose and then your nose might get
Yes,
like
it gets so itchy.
a little bit itchy,
Yeah.
but you're playing and you don't
Can't
know like
scratch
when
it.
you're gonna be able to itch your nose.
That's a real problem.
Yeah, there's just
Tragic.
Yeah. I wish we had nose techs.
Next question. What was the New Jersey basement scene like?
It was in some basement.
We're playing, or just like starting off in New Jersey. Like, what's that?
We started playing together in New Brunswick, New Jersey, which at the time didn't really have any active all ages venues. So there were a few bars that would have shows occasionally, but there were no all ages venues. And as you know, being in college for the first 2 years or maybe even 3, you are underage, and so it was important to be able to go to shows. People. New Brunswick has a long-standing history of people opening up their homes and having punk rock shows in their basements. It's been happening since the late 80s-ish, I think, in New Brunswick in particular. And so I think we just kind of learned about that tradition by attending the shows and then decided we wanted to get more involved in it. So Jarrett primarily started booking a lot of shows at a house that Michael and Jarrett lived at called The Parlor. I mean, we've all booked a couple of shows in New Brunswick.
what have you guys been listening to lately as far as recent album releases?
Like new album
Yeah.
releases?
New stuff?
It could be old stuff, just whatever you've been listening to lately.
I've been listening to Low Life by New Order, which is not new at all. A lot. I'm listening to that and Ministry. I'm listening to a lot of Ministry. I've been celebrating the catalog.
Mike.
Well, my friend just got me into this band called Heat Miser, which is like an Elliott Smith project from back in the day. It's pretty dense kind of stuff. And Tracy Bonham.
Yes,
Tracy
dude!
Bonham
She
rules.
rules! I know, she's so good.
I've been listening to a lot of like modular synth music recently. So, in particular, this guy Alessandro Fortuni. He put out, like, I think they all came out this year. He put out this series of records called Force. So it's Force 1, 2, and 3. That's pretty amazing. And then this other guy, Patricia. His album from a couple years ago I've been listening to. And this other guy, Evan Caminetti. But then there's this band, Buck Biloxi and the Fucks, that I've been listening to a lot, and they're really great.
Oh, how did this get in here? Can I join your band?
What do you do?
I itch noses.
Yes,
You wanna scratch these a little?
All of them right now?
See, I'm more of like an underneath itcher.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
so don't be weird about
Yeah.
it. Don't be weird.
You're good.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what's the strangest thing that's happened to you on tour? Slash, opening question. What's the strangest thing you've ever done on tour? We can cut off the cameras if you want.
No.
I jumped into a Norwegian fjord on tour.
Jesus.
That was cool.
And I swam around.
And you got
And I got
sick because it was so cold.
Oh. That was weird.
We recently went and played a band. It was kind of strange.
What is the first band that you saw live?
A loving spoonful. Do you believe in that?
The first band I saw live-ish, I think it was Blizzard. Like that I wanted to see. I probably saw something prior to that.
The first band that I wanted to see was The Strokes.
My dad was a musician and was really involved in the folk scene, so I went to about 1,000 folk concerts growing up before I could even remember. It was like just my earliest memories of being at folk festivals and shows. So one of those.
Hypothetically, if you were to have kids,
No.
okay, you run into a kid at the park. Like, what's the first band you show them?
I mean, I was a big Raffi fan as a child. He sang Baby Beluga and a song about a giraffe that I used to like. Those were good, and I turned out okay. So, kind of, I have some problems here and there.
I would probably play is it a baby?
Like,
Is it talking?
it talks.
It talks.
Is it a lot?
It
I mean, it's pretty talkative.
That band,
Enough
that
that
band,
you're
remembers,
forming their music.
like,
that
yes.
band, Paraboo.
Robin Gristle.
Sometimes they sound like it's like music made for babies.
No, that's what-
or actually, it sounds like
That's what
music made
Oingo
by
Boingo
babies.
sounds like.
No,
It's music made by babies
Oingo
for
Boingo is
babies.
a fucking great band.
They sound like
Children.
music made by crazy people who like clowns.
Yeah, psychotic baby clowns.
Tell us something that nobody knows about you. Something only you know.
I hate deflated balloons. Like once they've been inflated and then they're now like popped or deflated. Oh, no, but it's like a textural thing. I don't even have to touch to like feel how awful.
Oh yeah, the feeling of velvet really gets to me.
My feet get very hot right before I go to bed, and I often have to fill up my tub with cold water and just stand there until they cool down.
That's really great.
Cool.